Here's a little article right here. XRP Army awaits Ripple victory party for clues on XRP futures, right? IPO, trillion-dollar partnerships. There's a lot of different types of things that are going on as the celebration party by Ripple takes place today. It's actually today. I thought it was tomorrow for some reason, given that it would be on a Saturday, not a Friday. XRP, maybe because Friday is payday, huh? Oh, maybe. I don't know. XRP enthusiasts eagerly await what could be in store for them for the XRP victory commemoration. I think I said that right. Some members of the XRP army believe Ripple could make a pivotal declaration at the gathering. In a recent tweet, a pro-XRP blockchain researcher shared his anticipation and speculation for the Ripple party. Like I said, it doesn't mean that they're going to IPO. It could just be a party. Like, so for example, the whole thing is with the Ripple party is Brad Garlinghouse said on CNBC, he said, when we beat the SEC, we are going to have a proper party. That's what he said. But that doesn't mean that they're going to IPO. We would like them to IPO, and we believe that they will eventually IPO, but that doesn't mean they're going to IPO now. And even if they did do it now, that doesn't mean that they're going to do it now per se. They could do it, for example, we're going to IPO next fall or next spring or next year or whatever. So, people say Ripple Victory Party, is it going to be a settlement? Is it going to be an IPO? Is it going to be a major partnership? Is it going to be futures, or is it going to be absolutely nothing? It's going to be a total nothing burger. So here's the thing. If it's a nothing burger, I expect a dump. If it's an IPO, who knows, right? It could be a pump, then a dump. But, it's 12:30 my time, so I would think it's, 3:30 in New York? So this party should be getting started soon, or is it almost over? I don't know the timeline of the party or when it starts or anything. I'd never got an invitation. Cry me a river. Brown outlined several intriguing possibilities. He speculated Ripple could be on the verge of a settlement on its ongoing legal battle, right? Given that such an outcome implies the end of the protected legal suit, the XRP community believes it would impact the market value significantly, similar to the scenario witnessed in July. Yeah, well, here's the thing. So XRP was in a massive range. Ripple won the lawsuit. Then we broke out of the range, and then we came down to backtest the range. But during that backtesting time, something incredible happened. Bitcoin had a massive liquidation event. It wasn't a sell-off. It wasn't this. It wasn't that. It was a triggered stop-loss liquidation event, where it happened in literally 3 minutes, which caused the XRP price. It seemed like it was planned and orchestrated, if you ask me. It crushed the XRP price below the backtest zone, making everyone think, oh, well, Ripple just won. They just won, but then it just retraced the whole entire move. So what a big, fat, floppy piece of crap, and rightly so, because that's what happened. It got crushed below the 200-day moving average, and people were confused. But to me, I've been in this game long enough to understand that Bitcoin controls the market. So if Bitcoin decides to, take a dump, then that's what the whole market does, right? So the best time for XRP is if Bitcoin is just boring. If Bitcoin is boring, stable, with a bullish posture, XRP can do whatever it wants. So, based on the results from the deep examination, 64,000 firms that have existed through an IPO, prominent financial research firm concluded that Ripple has a 98% chance of an IPO. Meanwhile, Brown also put Ripple's long-standing efforts to establish partnerships with major financial institutions and payment networks under consideration. He argued Ripple could be gearing up to unveil a strategic alliance with $1 trillion banks or even SWIFT. Now, I'm not going to say that. That's a little bit too much for me. That's a little bit too, how would you say, foreign. That's a little foreign for me. I'm not that bullish, but hey, if it happens, I would freaking run down the street screaming like no, there's no tomorrow. But you know what? Hey, if that happens, that happens. I'm not in that camp yet until proven otherwise, because at the end of the day, it's all speculation. People can speculate all they want, but I like to just stick with the facts. And the facts are that XRP, Ripple, the company, is the only coin with regulatory clarity aside from Bitcoin in that sense. So XRP community reacts amid the anticipation surrounding the Ripple proper party. That's what they call a proper party, because the whole point of the party is to have a celebration because of the end of the lawsuit. That doesn't mean that they're going to announce something. It doesn't mean that they're going to say something else, right? So maybe Ripple shot themselves in the foot, because when they say a proper party, people think, well, we want more, because people always anticipate the best case scenario. And when that best case scenario doesn't get delivered, oftentimes the price takes a massive dump. So, they were trying to work around that by being a little bit secret about it. We're going to have a proper party, and then they asked Brad, is there anything going to be announced on the party? And he doesn't really say. So there's a lot of different speculation. But at the end of the day, what is the point of talking about it? We just have to wait. More times than not, it's a nothing burger. I'm not saying it's going to be a nothing burger, but more often than not, it seems like the trend for every crypto piece of news is usually a big fat nothing burger. And, and I think they do that to me, it's a design, right? They're designing this nothing burger after nothing burger after nothing burger to wear you down, to make you quit, to make you say it's not worth it. And then when least expected, that's when the fireworks occur. So somebody else says, X user remarked, it is just a celebration of the court's decision. Everything else is hopium. We are still in a bear market. And that is absolutely true. That's the fact, right? We are in a bear market, and everything else is hopium. So me hoping that they're going to IPO doesn't mean they're going to IPO. So Ripple CTO confirms anticipation. Meanwhile, in a prior statement, Ripple's chief technology officer, David Schwartz, gave credence to a similar speculation of potential developments from Ripple's celebration. Previously, a prominent XRP influencer highlighted 5 possibilities. The included settlement, IPO, XRP reaching all-time high, SEC chairman being shamed, and XRPP does that's a parody account on Twitter. So that's that article. Yeah, and there's a lot of different articles, but one thing I want to mention that is an absolute fact: XRP trading volume over the last several weeks has been more than Ethereum and Bitcoin at times. Definitely more than Ethereum. That is unbelievable to me. Like, it's an altcoin, and it's not even in the top 3, and it's got more trading volume than Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then people say, well, yeah, it has all this trading volume, yet it's only at 50 cents, and it's not going up. But that's not the point. The point is people are interested in it. People are trading it. And if it's got more trading volume than any coin right now, or in the last couple weeks, then that tells me that people are interested in it, right? So when you have a lot of trading volume and the price isn't going anywhere, that's usually a sign of something getting compressed. It's getting compressed and compressed, like an air compressor, right? And then eventually when you release the nozzle, poof, it really flies. And it doesn't mean it flies up. It could fly completely to the floor. And then a little article today from Market Watch saying that XRP seeing the biggest change, climbing about 5.5%. It's really a nothing burger. It's 5%. Who cares? I don't think I think so. When the price blasted off during the after the settlement or after the lawsuit, and then it retraced its entire move, I don't think enough time has elapsed for us to continue marching to the upside. I think the best scenario for XRP would be to just continue going sideways like it has been, because anytime you go straight up and then straight back down, it's pretty hard to go straight back up again. You have to establish some sort of sideways base to get it going up, to look for it to be better market structure. Here's one more article. Why XRP was the most traded altcoin in August. XRP's daily trading volume during August was a whopping 462.8 million, 4 times higher than that of Solana. And there was, I don't know if it was a couple days, but there was a time where it was higher than Bitcoin's, which is like, I don't even know if that's true or not, but I read it somewhere. It's very hard to believe. XRP was the worst performing altcoin in August, yet it had the best trading volume, interestingly. The reason why it was the worst in August is because we had that big sell off from the SEC. So it had more room to the downside. Basically, XRP outpaces other alts in trading volume. But who cares? You know what I mean? This doesn't mean anything much at the moment. It's good to see, right? It tells me that XRP ain't going nowhere. That's what it tells me. Even if XRP gets knocked further down into the bear market, I don't see it going anywhere, especially because if Ripple does IPO, which they said they would, they said they are going to IPO no matter what happens, because they won. They won the settlement. If they get an appeal, it doesn't matter. They're still gonna, in my opinion, IPO. I mean, they even said it. We will IPO, because that's the whole point. Why would you have a multi-$100 million company and for payments and financial services and banking and things like that? And then also Ripple will eventually acquire a banking license, believe it or not. So they will be eventually a bank, Ripple Bank, right? And this is for their liquidity hub, their offshore liquidity hub, and all types of things like that. So I'm bullish because, on the macro front, because of that reason, because XRP will, Ripple, the company, will be traded on the New York Stock Exchange. It's going to be, this basically adds legitimacy to the crypto space for all crypto, not just XRP and Ripple, but Stellar and Matic and all the coins that are trying to thrive in a utility driven environment. You know, Ripple, the company, IPOing is a good thing for crypto in general, for overall, but especially good for XRP because, like I said, it legitimizes what crypto is about. It has to be taken seriously at this point. The SEC chose one to for the lawsuit of the century for crypto, and they chose Ripple because they know Ripple was the biggest one that they needed to take down. Because you attack those you fear the most. The SEC looked at the crypto space as a whole. They said, which coin is the biggest threat? XRP. Why? Because it is. Ripple, the company, is the secret sauce, right? It's like, man and wife, right? If it's just like two is better than one at the end of the day. Two is always better than one. So if you have Ripple and you have XRP and they're both married together with all the partnerships, with all the banks, with all the different things that they're doing, the SEC looks at that as a threat, and that's why they chose them to get sued. Looking at investing.com, XRP trading volume soars following U.S. court ruling. This is a little bit older, but still applies. cryptocurrency XRP has seen a significant increase in trading volume since the start of 2023, outpacing all other altcoins. The surge in trading activity comes after a critical court decision in July that declared XRP was not an unregistered security, not a security, prompting a rise in its popularity among traders. As Wednesday of trading, and that's the thing, when people look at the charts, and not just Jim, but a lot of people who look at the XRP chart, they say it doesn't make sense. It's trash. It's this. It's that. I can't get a read on it, and it's very hard to read. And I agree with them. A lot of times when you look at XRP, the chart, people don't like to trade it because it's hard to understand what the chart is saying because it's so different. It's got a different ring to it. It's like a heartbeat that skips a beat that doesn't really make sense. So, you know what I mean? So, but at the same time, it's the most traded altcoin. So why are people trading it if the chart is so hard to read, right? Usually you look at an A+ setup on a chart, something that makes sense. Like Bitcoin a lot of the time makes sense. Ethereum, coins that have, a relatively easy read on, right? You could tell if it's bearish or if it's bullish or what it's doing. XRP, it's always like the Joker card. You never know what you're gonna get. So yeah, XRP nearing 30 billion in volume for the first time in 9 months of the year, according to data from Kaiko. This figure signifies a remarkable comeback for XRP. Remarkable. Which was barred from many American crypto exchanges until mid-July. Yeah, like Coinbase, they're stupid. Coinbase is getting sued, and now they want friends, but they weren't our friends when Ripple was getting sued. They literally kicked them out instantly, but they were very fast to bring them back when they won. I think Coinbase is two-faced, if you ask me. In the wake of the court ruling, large U.S. traders were keen to regain access to altcoin trades. Yeah, like Coinbase, Gemini, Kraken, all these mainstream ridiculous exchanges. But Uphold wasn't one of them. And I like Uphold for that. I respect Uphold. But I don't like Uphold because they always want to ask for my pay subs. They want to know how much I'm making a year. They want to know where I'm getting my money. They want to know this. They want to know that. It's like, God, man, leave me alone. Uphold is ridiculous when it comes to KYC. The effects of XRP's growth has been felt globally. The data reveals that in August alone, the average daily trading volume was $462.8 million. That is unbelievable. So that's more than a lot of stocks. That's like way more than a lot of stocks. I mean, you're having $500 million a day in trading volume, and you're telling me XRP is trash? I don't understand the logic there. I don't get it. When XRP hits $10 and I hit that sell button, and I will, there's going to be liquidity. There's going to be liquidity for me to sell. Like, for example, if I pick a coin in the top 200 and it makes me a millionaire, good luck trying to sell because there's no liquidity at the end of the day for you to sell. So XRP, the very reason for the coin that it exists and the Ripple, the company, is for liquidity purposes. $3.6 times higher than Solana, because Solana has, and by the way, Solana is a great blockchain, but it's had problems. It's had misfires, it has, mishaps, or it's had things where it didn't work out, where the transactions, but they fixed it. Ripple, XRP ledger, has never one time in its history has ever had a failed transaction, ever. Never. And that's very rare with blockchains going on, 12, 13 years now. So in the week of the July ruling, XRP's trading volume even surpassed those of Bitcoin, the conglomerate machine of crypto, and Ethereum. This tends to appear to be continuing into September, with the daily trading volume averaging over $1 billion. $1 billion in trading volume a day. And also, just to point out, XRP is the only coin on planet Earth and stock on, if you count the stock market or a crypto coin on planet Earth, that has had more glitches than any other coin on planet Earth by far. So, for example, a glitch like you're looking at an exchange and it's 50 cents, and then all of a sudden it jumps to $5,000 for like 3 minutes, and people don't understand why. Or it jumps to $200 or $300 or $90 or $20. Or there's so many glitches. Just go to Google, type in XRP glitch, and you're going to see countless testimonies and pictures and videos of XRP glitching. Come on, one glitch, I get it. Two glitch, okay. Three, But then if you add like 25, 30 glitches, like, come on, what is going on? Something's interestingly not right. And even on CoinMarketCap, it was glitching. On Bitstamp, it was glitching. On a lot of different exchanges, it was glitching. On Ledger Nano, it was glitching. So is this like, is this, so the theory that the conspiracy around this is simple. Is XRP supposed to be valued higher than it really is? And these glitches are just like, how can you say, like a superhero transforming, and it's trying to fight the transformation, but you can kind of see his eyes turning a different color, and his muscles are getting bigger, and it's like glitching. You know what I mean? Like, meaning the price is a lot higher than it normally is, than it should be. And the market makers, right? Because people believe we live in a rigged system. Even Donald Trump, the whole system is rigged. The crypto market, the stock market, the bond market, the financial market, the banking system, the political system, it's all rigged. It's a rigged game, and you're not in it. And since the market makers are rigging the game, what if XRP really and theoretically is at $30 right now? Or $100 or $200. What if it is? But what they're doing is they're suppressing the price every time it glitches. It's basically showing its true colors, right? The glitch is not a glitch meaning like it's wrong. The glitch is actually showing the real value of XRP. But then when it comes back to 50 cents, then that's the market makers pushing the price back down, right? So this is, like I said, it's a conspiracy. I'm not saying it's real. I'm not saying it's fake. Well, I am saying it's fake until it's proven. But it's a conspiracy, right? That's the idea behind so many glitches. Come on. You're having several glitches. Like, I don't know how many glitches. And this goes back 2014. There's been countless glitches. Maybe somebody's playing games. We don't know. But how can they be playing games on all these different exchanges and networks? That's the weird part. And so, when the price glitches, that tells me something's going on, right? Something's up. And maybe, like I said, the real value of XRP has been suppressed this whole entire time, when in reality, it's above $10, it's above $20, it's above $30. We don't know. Come on. If you're doing $1 billion in trading volume and the price is not doing anything, then that means something is fishy going on, right? Something is weird. There's so much volume. And also the supply of XRP. If you look at the supply across all the exchanges, there's relatively low supply of XRP. There's not that much. People say, oh, there's not that much Bitcoin. Well, yeah, because Bitcoin. But XRP, there's 100 billion coins, but there's less than 50 billion in circulation, and even less than that on the exchanges, because most people are holding them, right? The people talk about the Bitcoin hodlers going up, but you should look at the XRP hodlers. That's definitely going up too. So anyways, all these things that I'm saying, the IPO, the price, also Bitcoin, XRP is the only coin on planet Earth that is in the top 10, that got sued, that never broke its all-time high, and it still was in the top 10. Like, come on. If Cardano got hit with a lawsuit, never broke its all-time high, do you think it would be in the top 10? No, there's no way. How could it be in the top 10? There's no way. So, when people watch YouTube and they watch their favorite YouTuber and they say XRP is a banker coin, it's trash, it's no good, it's the elite. Well, okay, if it's the elite, wouldn't you want it? I know what I mean? Like, come on. It's this, it's that, it's this, it's that, it's no good. People suck that up, and when they do that, they regurgitate it back towards the masses. That's why XRP is the most hated, it's the most loved, it's the most everything. So, I look at XRP and Ripple the company as a legitimate crypto company, a legitimate product, a utility-driven product, And when people think about XRP, they have two things. Number one, the price doesn't do anything. It goes sideways. And my response to that is that's actually bullish. It's building a base. The bigger the base, the higher in space. And I could show my chart later. So another reason is because it's a banker coin. Well, if it's a banker coin, who has all the money? The banks. So if it's a banker coin, wouldn't you want it? Come on. Use your head. Use your brain cells. I mean, come on. If the banks are needing a solution, and then they say, well, if the banks really needed XRP, they could just create their own XRP. For example, JP Morgan. They can just create a JP Morgan coin, or like a Chase Bank coin, or a Wells Fargo coin, or this or that. The problem with that is, I'm not going to get into that detail, but I can give you a lot of videos and a lot of people that are much smarter than me to explain why that won't work and why it's not necessary. Remember, XRP is a neutral bridge asset. It's not a competing asset. So if I'm Wells Fargo and I'm trading the Japanese yen with the Mexican peso, and you have the dollar in between, why would I want to hold JP Morgan? I'm competing with JP Morgan. I'm Wells Fargo. I'm competing with JP Morgan. I want something neutral, and that's XRP. So there's a lot of reasons why that I'm bullish on XRP. But the main reason is the chart. I think the chart is the best looking chart. And I believe, remember, XRP is the equivalent of where Bitcoin was during COVID. It never broke its all-time high. People say, well, that's bearish. No! To me, that means it's undervalued. To me, that means it's taking its time. It's taking the long way home, right? You can take a shortcut and get home faster, or you could take the long way, but you get the more scenic route. And then when you get home, you're more exercised, right? Your heart has worked harder, which means what? You're stronger. So, check this out. Be prepared. JP Morgan CEO issues a dire worst-case scenario warning as looming chaos could boost the price of Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and crypto. Now, that's interesting, isn't it? I'm going to sign off here. I've talked too much. You get the idea. Let's see what happens. Does Ripple IPO this year, or will they wait till next year? We'll see what happens. To me, I feel like Ripple would IPO when the XRP price is high, not low, right? For me, I would wait until XRP breaks all-time high, then IPO. I mean, that could be a while, but I don't know. I think it's coming sooner than we think. So let's see what happens.